Ensula 12 olunirinda kusoma lusooka n'olwokubiri.
Romans from verse 1. Romans 12 from verse 1.
Of the book of Romans. The book of Romans is written by Paul, the apostle, and is addressing 3 groups of people. He's writing to 3 groups of people in Rome. So he's writing to the Romans. He's also writing to the Israelites who live in Rome. But it's also the Israelites who live in Rome. But it's also writing to all other nations that are living in Rome who are not believers. Our annual theme for UFEM Global is Obey God and Prosper. But every month we have themes that help us to achieve that. Every month we have a theme that helps us to achieve the main theme. So for this month is leading change. Okukulembera enkyukakyuka oba okukyusibwa. Leading change. Okukulembera enkyukakyuka. Let me tell you people. No one here does not need change. I know of my mothers in this room who are praying for their husbands to change. How many of you are here and you're praying that your husband changes? Put up your hand. Oh, I have many very good ones. I also know men here in this church. They are praying for their wives to change. How many of you, if you're here, you're praying for your wife to change? Put up, I am number 1. I am number 1. I know of some parents here who are praying for change in their children's lives. How many of you are parents and you want? Very nice. Put up your hand. Put down your hand. I know of some children here. You could be 25 years, you could be 30, but you're a child and you're praying for your parents to change. How many of you you're praying for your mother, your papa to change? I am fast. Praise be to God. Therefore, all of you are pursuing change, just that you don't know. I can imagine of some business people in this room, you are praying for your business. How many of you are trying that? Oh my goodness. That is it. Change is inevitable. No one lives without change. I am praying every day for my family to change. I am praying for my children to change. I am praying for the pastoral team here to change. I am praying for my mama to change. I am praying for my mama. Therefore, you cannot deny change. So, politicians are working on change. In fact, if it takes them to lie, they will lie, but they will want change to happen. Praise be to God. Everywhere you see change. Look at the environment now. Was it like this 3 months ago? Now the weather has changed, right? The environment has changed. It used to be a green. It was like but there is change. How many? You want to have your baby smiling? And you carry the baby everywhere and she's happy. How many of you want that? Very good. Put your hand down. How many of you want your baby is still sucking at 3 months, 4 months? She's still sucking. She can't sit well, but yet she's sucking. She's still smiling. How many of you 3 months? How many of you are still going to be happy when the child is smiling but she can't sit down at 1 year or 2 years? You will begin to ask God, what's wrong with my child? He's not changing. They can't walk. But then your husband tells you, but she's smiling. You know, she's smiling. Will you be happy? That means you want what? Change, right? Now, in a Christian faith, in our walk with Christ, if this church or your church, if your church or our church or any fellowship, because this is the church of God anyway, but we say it because we belong here. If your ministry is going to change others, it has to first be changed. If you are going to change someone's life, it is going to first begin with you. And that is why Paul is bringing the believers in a small corner now. And he's telling them, he says, I remind you brothers, therefore and sisters, by the mercies of God, present your bodies as the living sacrifice. If you don't give your bodies as living sacrifices, there will be no change. In my family, in my life, in my business, in anything I do, there will be no change. So if you're writing these things down, the things that happen, if change is to happen, number one, there has to be sacrifice. There has to be sacrifice. Change does not happen just like that. Change happens because someone worked on it. I am sure by the time we get a bigger structure, there's going to be some hard work, right? If you want change, there's going to be work. Praise be to God. If there's going to be change in your family, there's going to be work. Pastors, waste things, and the challenge for all the pastors, us, the pastors, our families are so sick. Sick in terms of character. We are sick. Our families and marriages are bleeding. there has to be change in our families. If your marriage is going to change, there is going to be hard work. Hard work coming with sacrifice. Praise be to God. And recently I was seeking God to help me in my family. And one of the things God is teaching me these days is giving family my priority. Usually I come to missions. I am here, I am there, I am there. So my children get an exhausted dad, a tired dad. No, I am coming home to meet my children, but the children are not, they are meeting a worn out dad, an exhausted dad. So they're coming, oh, dad, welcome back. I'm like, hey, sit down, Shaddai. Can you just give me some time to rest? Yes, yes. I have 3 beautiful daughters. But 2 of them, the youngest, they want me to be involved in everything they do. They want me to be involved in everything they do. So if they are watching a cartoon, they want me to watch with them. If they laugh at a cartoon, they want me to laugh as well. So one of them says, Dad, why are you not laughing? Is it not interesting? And that's your cartoon. You can watch. And there is one who is going to say that you are boring us. My children have been finding me as a boring object in the house. Because I'm always busy. I am doing ministry, I am doing these things, I have no time for my family. Pastors, when do you even have time for your family? Ministers in this church and other churches. When did you last sit with your wife? Did you just sitting to be happy with your family? Those in that no, I don't deserve it. That is what is happening. I don't know how it happens here. But at our side, we are not doing well. If change is going to happen in your family, there is going to be need for you to sacrifice your time. Sacrifice of your resources. Because change is not easy. Let me tell you, if there is anything that is resisted in the world, it's change. Sorry. If there is anything that can be resisted, change. I don't want to change. Personally, I don't want to change. For example, if I just tell you right now to move, get out of your chair, go find another chair, you will say, but why is it disturbing us? By nature, we don't want it. We invited pastors. I had pastors inviting pastors. If you seated behind there, please move forward. And I saw pastors looking at themselves. No, so you are telling your neighbor, in simple terms, you're telling your neighbor, maybe you can go, but here I'm comfortable. So change is not easy. Because change proves our reality. It affirms the reality of who we are. If it is right, change will tell you that's right. If it's wrong, change will tell you this is wrong. You need to change. Praise be to God. So the other change, the other thing that change brings, I still find it in this verse. It requires you to be set apart. Change. If change is going to happen, you need to be set apart. And this is why this man is saying, to be holy, to be set apart. To be holy means to be set apart. When was the last time you set yourself apart from your family? And your goal is to be right with God. No, and the goal for you setting apart is to be right with God. Usually we are setting ourselves apart to pray because I want my family to be better, God to work on it. I want God to provide for me. The word here is to be holy, to be set apart. Now, this is going to cut across all lines of life. Whether it is in business, you need to set yourself apart and talk to God about your business. If it is for your family or my marriage, I need to set myself apart and I pray to God. When our kids were still young, we would tune cartoons that are Christian. No, program we want them to listen to gospel music. If you wanted to buy a dress, you wanted to have something with a cross on it, so that they can just be knowing God and know all things about holiness. But each time we do that, that our kids were becoming wild. Abana balifenga batabuka okusaba tibakolachi tibasaba tibakwenda ive tukanyambi ote kokusaba byampaka ote kokwege chikambo cha Katonda ampikwa. I beat up my children. I was not seeing any change. And I called Jemima, my wife. And I said, you know what? We have told so much to our children about God. How much have we said to God about our children? So we realized we were wrong. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. Before you make your children know much about God, let God know much about your children. Amen. Set yourself apart, even for your family. I am going to finish. I won't spend so much here. if change is going to happen, it must be acceptable to God. If any change is going to happen, if you pray, how many of you want change? Very well. Thank you. Clap for yourselves. Now let me tell you the truth. The change you want must be acceptable unto God. It must be according to His will and pleasure. Not your will. Tina kusala wokwo. Kitekwa kubanga Katonda akyenda. So, let me also now shock you. If God wants change to happen in you, and He's going to use sickness to bring you to Him, He's going to use that. I know you will cast all the demons from your house. That is fine, but if it is God's will, that change will come because of your sickness, you will have to obey God in that way. Praise be to God. Anything that is acceptable to God will cause us to change. Praise be to God.
Amen.
So these are areas. So when we change, and put some stuff here for the ministers, because I knew I was coming also to meet the ministers here. When we change, worship does not become a performance. Yes. Do you know if it is us forcing the change, even when we come to worship God here, it's just a show off. It's just a performance. You want to show that you are doing it, but it's not coming from heart. So when change happens, worship becomes a heartfelt answer to God. It comes from your heart to God. Number two, when we change, leadership will become a humble service to others. It will be, leadership will be service to others. Yes. Do you know we have leaders who are rulers? Yes. And yet we must know that being a servant in your walk with Christ, being a leader is a platform of service, right? So actually, now, when we want to force change, our way, leadership is done as a celebrity, like something to, you know, you are a celeb, you are a leader, but you are a celeb. That is why even when you come to church, you want everyone to recognize your arrival. It's so special about you. And your heart is not for ministry. Amen. Number three, which is so when change is according to God's will, and if it happens, it's measured by character. Yes, character. Change can be measured by character. Let me ask you a question. What do your neighbors say about your character? In church, what do people say about your character, your conduct? The character. So when change happens, We measure greatness by character. Now, the other way, we measure greatness by numbers. For example, this church we'll measure this church. The greatness would measure nga tuiduire twaba banji. Kwa chauli bakabi cyo musumba ben. Nga tuiduire.
Kinecho.
Ndiko banji nga tuli bo tubati tuli mu Katonda. Okukula kwa ife tukubonera ku namba twakanti tuli banji buti. Ekyo ne kibe kikulu. Ate nga bwe tuli mu Katonda. Amaanyi kaife. Obwo kiki nkozesa kigambo ki greatness yaife. Bajimanira kuneeyisa yaife. Mukama yeebazibwe. Ne bwe munaaba nga are only 4 in your church.
Ne bwe munaaba nga muli banna mu kanisa.
But if your character is good,
naye ebikolwa byemwe binaaba birungi.
It is godly.
Naye bya bwa Katonda.
You are going to be better than a church with 400 people whose character is evangelism will be change entuufu eri mwiwe will make you do evangelism out of love.
Kwebyo ebikolwa byo bijjakola enjiri mu ngeri y'omukwano.
Praise be to God. So now, if the change that is happening in me is a wrong change, ministry is going to be out of obligation. It's going to be an activity. It will be about the program. So you want everything to be good because for you it's about the program to be done. There is a class of people you want because it's about program. But if the right change happens in you, it's going to be out of love. And lastly, discipleship is going to be a lifestyle. Amen.
Amen.
A good change will cause someone to disciple another people.
Let
me ask this pastor to come. Pastor, come here. Pastor, come.
Yes.
Bwanegomba aida kuida jendi. All right?
Yes.
Bwaida jendi ekisoka kijja kubaki ono timu lokole iwe kite birozo chebene yayiye nga timu chi buti bwaida jendi njo mulokole kije kisoka okulawo wa mukole mukwano wa mubulira ki ejiri bwamalo okukulira ndi yakola atya alokoka bwamalo okulokoka okola ki omukuza yetweta discipleship. Mukama yebazibwe.
Amen.
Enkyukakyuka enungi ejjakuwa opportunity to disciple other people.
Enkyukakyuka enungi
ejjakusumba. Mukama mupe okukalusumba.
Amen.
I am done with preaching.
Amaze ebyobuulira.
My last remark is here. Allow God to change you. Allow yourself to lead the change. Allow yourself to lead the change. Yes, because we don't lead by words. We don't lead by telling people what to do. We lead by doing what people want to do. Amen?
Amen.
Whether you are someone's wife, a good wife, a good woman, mentioned in I think Proverbs 31. That woman of value, whose character is seen and displayed to everyone. whose character is seen by everyone
ebikolwa bye nga bibonebwa buli muntu
and is admired by everyone
era ng'ayenebwa buli muntu
and is attracting everyone.
era ng'asanyusa buli muntu.
When I say women, I'm meaning as well men.
Wakoba ku bakyala n'abaami atyo.
Let me pray.
Ali kusaba.
Father, I thank you so much for this opportunity
kuba omukisa ogwo
that I have been able to stand right before your people
kubanga asobolera okwemerera eri abantu bo
and I've shared your word.
baatabaine ekigambo kyo.
Father, I know it is hard for myself to change.
Aidi ekigambo ekyo kidakyusa mu bulamu bwe.
I know in my life
Aidi mu bulamu bwe
that I resist change.
yeetaaga okukyusibwa
I fight change.
era awandiisa okukyusibwa.
I don't allow change to come to me.
Tagala kukyusibwa kumwingiremu.
And I know that's my weakness.
Aidi ng'obunafu bwe.
I ask that you change me,
Akusaba okyusa obulamu bwe.
that I will be able to change others.
Era yena asobole okukyusa abandi.
Father, change is a hard subject
Mukama okukyusibwa kugumu nnyo.
to all of us here
Kwiffe ffenna tuli wano.
because we are full of ourselves and pride.
Lwakuba twebulira ennyo.
We don't want to leave our comfort zones.
Tetwenda kuva mu bitiibwa byaffe.
But I ask that this afternoon,
Naye akusaba akawungeezi
in this month of September,
mu mwezi guno ogw'omwenda
you will make us to be the beacon of light that will lead change.
olina tufuula abantu abakyusibwa.
And our families will change because we are changing.
Amaka gaife gaida akyusibwa lwakuba tulikyusibwa.
Irringa will change because we are changing.
Irringa ejja kukyuka lwakuba tulikyusibwa.
Our business will change because we are changing.
Bizinesi ejja kukyusibwa lwakuba tulikyusibwa.
Our ministry will change because we are changing.
Obuweereza bwaffe bw'ijja kukyusibwa lwakuba tulikyusibwa.
We thank you and we bless you.
Tukwebaza era tukuwa.
In Jesus' name.
Mu linnya lya Yesu.
Amen. God bless you all. Mukama bampeera omukisa mu Luganda. Ndikwenda okwebaza omulundi ogwo kubanga mwije abeeniimwe Mukama.
Yesu yeebazibwe.